Warning, this episode is rated mature only. Join us in the studio today as we talk about body modification, tattoos, piercings. It gets a little freaky at times too, but like I said, this is a mature conversation. Grab your bra straps and hold on tight. This is Every Woman.
Queens over here, and make no mistake in big things over here. Goddess in the flesh, you can tell by the smell of it. Every time I step in the room, it's an elephant. Woman.
Welcome back to Every Woman, and happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your co-host, Tam Flake, aka I Rock It Bald, and I am joined here today with my beautiful co-host. How y'all doing, ladies?
Hey,
Wonderful. Yes. So I have a question of the day for you all.
Okay.
Where's your favorite place to drink? Is it at home? Is it in a bar? Is it at the Every Woman show?
All three of them. All of the above.
Say that.
All three of them.
Why? Why do you choose to drink in all three places? Like, what makes it comfortable for you to be like in a space where you feel comfortable drinking?
Well, at home, I can get slurred and slide down the wall.
Right. That's facts. That's facts.
And depending on the
and
bar.
then go to bed after.
Okay. And then depending on the bar. You know, you can go to upscale, but I like a little hood. You know, every once in a while, a little $5 shot. Ain't never hurt nobody.
So do you have your favorite, like, watering hole that you go to? Because, like, for me, it's this little place that's, like, 2 minutes from the crib. We know the owners. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. Do y'all have a spot like that?
I do. Wall Street Lounge.
Oh, Wall Street. Yeah.
I just saw that the other day.
I like that place.
That's
they
one
got
of my
good
favorites.
food.
Yes, they do. That salmon grilled cheese sandwich.
How about
Go
that
get you
salmon
one.
omelet, though? Have you had that?
No.
What is it?
At their brunch, they have a salmon omelet. It's got the most delicious ingredients in it, and I tried to duplicate it at home, and it did not work, but it's amazing.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
You're stopping by Wall Street. Yes.
I like Sugar House.
Ooh, they expensive.
But I like Sugar House.
I'm having like 1 or 2 drinks
You
in
getting
there.
expensive, tasty drinks.
I like Sugar House.
That's crazy. What you like about Sugar House?
The drinks. They're really...
They like craft cocktails,
They
right?
are. They're so good. And then they got this really good popcorn. I don't know if I'm a popcorn fiend.
The
But
popcorn
is good.
The popcorn is good.
Yeah.
Now, I had my one little favorite spot. I'm not going to lie, but now I'm a little testy about where I go because the last time I went to my favorite hole in the wall, we got robbed.
What?
We came outside of the club and they had broke into our vehicle and like literally stole everything. And I mean, it was in the spot where you wouldn't expect it to go, you know, expect anybody to break in or anything. So now I just feel like if there's no security in the parking lot, I can't, so I like the hole in the walls, but ever since then I need to be at a secure parking lot, and ain't nothing like at home though.
Right. Nothing
or
like
here.
home.
Or in my car.
Yeah.
I'll give you that being here, for sure being here.
Now, Toy, you are quite often in the clubs doing comedy and everything. So do you drink or indulge while you're working or when you are just out for fun in the clubs, or what's your preference?
It depends on where I'm at financially that week.
You're right.
So I do participate in car drinking. I tip myself sometime, But it's a couple of places. Like, I think my drinks, I keep them simple now. Like, crafty cocktails, they're cool and everything, but give me a good dirty martini or a gin and tonic or vodka and tonic, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or even if I'm on a dark liquor, I'll go to like a Hennessy margarita. So, I get those drinks and I can make them all myself too. So
that's the key right there.
Yeah.
Being able to make them all yourself.
We want you guys to know us here on the Every Woman Show, we do drink responsibly, okay?
Responsibly.
Yes.
So just because y'all here in this car drinking and all that, we do not drink and drive.
Right, I pull
That's
over.
right.
I needed
That's
to.
right.
Damn, who's watching? I don't know. Like,
So what about a
popo's
bougie?
about to come get
What
us.
about
Let's
an
get us.
upscale bar though?
Well, that was my sugar house.
That's the Sugar House is an upscale bar.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
went
the
to,
drinks are like, probably like $15
it's
to
high.
$17.
Yeah, they a little more than that.
They
They a
good.
little more than that. But I
Okay.
think during the pandemic is truly when I like got my home bar.
Mm-hmm.
I have several home bars, and I love them all.
Okay.
You know, I think I said on here on our first show and said I'm gonna stop drinking every day.
I think you did.
How's that working for
I
you?
was about to say that. How's that work?
So, are we getting naked this summer, or
That's what we doing.
what we doing?
All
That's
right.
is we
moderator
having
privilege.
a hot girl summer on the Every Woman show? We out here showing our,
mean-
you know, cookies in the airport.
And cream.
Right.
I'll say sun's out, buns out.
Sun's out, buns
I say
Sun's
cookies
out,
in the
buns out.
airport
You either go get the
because
buns or the bonnet.
Okila
No
showed us.
bonnet.
Wait.
So the buns.
So did y'all see that video that Okila showed us with the lady walking through the airport showing her cookies?
Yes.
She was jamming
To
out
everybody.
with the clam out.
Yeah, well, you know,
Hot
I
out
mean,
box.
Jam out with
it's,
your clam out.
it's all about what you're comfortable with today. You know, and the thing is like for me, I am semi-conservative. Like in the back of my mind, I want to get naked for everybody.
I agree.
But
Everyone's.
well, you know, because you know, like sometimes I mean that's the style now a little bit for the young people. But then
Nakedness
I remember
is
how
in.
old I am.
Exactly.
Okay,
But
And
you
then
look good.
Amen. Amen. It's amazing to not look like what you've been through, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I look at all my, you know, I got grandkids and I got kids. And
Yeah.
then I got like, you know, I call myself trying to be a halfway role model. So I don't want to necessarily be as naked as I'd like to be, but unless nobody is looking.
Only half.
Yeah, see, I don't got no kids, so I ain't got nobody to role model for, okay?
Give it to 'em.
But I won't do it in my hometown.
Somebody
Like,
watching. You role
It-
modeling for somebody.
that ain't none of my business. Shout out to Tabitha Brown, okay? That ain't none of my business. But I do notice out of town, I may act up a little more. At home, I'm like, all right, these people know me. I'm gonna chill out. But I done had the booty cheek shorts in Houston. I will never wear them short. Them is out of town shorts.
I get that.
I wear the short shorts. I had some short
Yeah.
shorts on that when we had that warm streak in the beginning of spring.
Yeah.
I had some short shorts on, and I went over my baby daddy house.
You play
Well,
too much.
Yeah, baby. Oh,
Not my husband, not to be mistaken with my husband, my baby daddy.
all right.
Okay, this is my God children's father, y'all.
Okay.
All right. And he was like, "Why you got them short shorts on?" I was like, "I'm grown.
That's right.
I can wear them if I want to." Period.
Period.
Point blank. Flat out.
Okay.
All the
Show party, you can do what you
colloquialisms.
want
That's
to.
right.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I think that we do different things when we get, you know, out of town, especially anyway, because
Yeah.
baby, you say you sort of a mix of conservative.
Well,
and
now when I'm
everything, and
out of town, I'm not conservative.
At all.
I'm talking about out of town. They don't know me.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree,
They do
and
not
that's where I was
know
going
me.
with that point. Like
Yeah.
these,
And now, what if you run
these
into somebody
chichis
that
come
do
out.
know you?
Then they gonna have to.
You don't date it.
Actually, you know what's crazy? That happened to me. Actually, a couple years ago, we were at Disneyland, and my kids' principal was in the line. I'm sitting here
What
with
the
this
principal
little
see?
bitty swimsuit on, with the little naked thing, you know, around
It was
my waist
appropriate
and
for
stuff.
where you were.
It was, but it was still, you know, like she had never seen me like that, and there she was. All of us waiting in the same line, and it's like my kids like, "There's my principal," and it was like
She should have had a swimsuit too.
she didn't, because most people were dressed in clothes. I just was halfway naked.
So it wasn't appropriate for the situation.
But we were going to the water thing afterwards. and
You
so
was
I
ready
came
for the
already-
day.
I was ready.
She
We
said-
already know how
Because I didn't
Okila,
care.
she prepares the
Oh,
night
baby.
before.
Y'all
You
gonna
better
make this
believe
party,
that.
okay?
That's right. So, you
It's
know.
all good, but I was just gonna say, like, you know, when we go on vacations and stuff, JVille be on prominent display, and I don't care
on,
who
JV.
see
We
it.
on
You know what I'm
vacation.
saying?
It's
I
gonna be
don't
some
know.
I am
sophistication
not
going on.
lovely.
Some
over here.
sophisticated
The
ratchetness.
sophisticationist. Yes.
I like
like
it.
that.
I like that.
Fisted ratchetness.
Did you say
Yes.
We gonna get that
sophisticated?
in
Sophisticated.
Webster.
See, here on the Every Woman Show, we come up with a
Plethora.
plethora words. I think we should start our own dictionary, y'all.
I believe
The
so.
Every Woman Dictionary.
Coming soon.
Mr. Ratchet.
So what about y'all though? Like, how you feeling about this summer? I mean, that very first warm day, everybody be out in their cars, loud music,
Yeah.
the short
Yeah.
sundresses come out, we outside. What we doing? What we doing?
Yeah, if I'm not working, I might be. But
You gonna
I
show off a
also-
little thigh meat?
I show off with that meat regardless. It don't
Okay,
matter.
okay.
Well,
I mean, I don't need an occasion to show off with that or two.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You have not said if you going hot girl summer naked.
I don't know though.
Depends on your mood.
I'm trying to pull it out
I
of
do
you.
have children, but they're grown, right? So I really don't.
you free.
My daughter, she'd be like, "Ma, come on, let's get this short." So
So, but why is that? Why do we consider that though? I mean, being role models, having children, and how we choose to express ourselves. Like, why do we even consider that? We grown.
Because F them kids.
I like it. Well, you know what? I think for me, it was because
That part.
that's how. Of course, that's how I was raised. So back in the day, it was always cover yourself. You don't need
Yes.
to show everything. Blah blah blah. Right? That's what they told us.
Right.
You don't need to show all your stuff.
Right.
Leave some to the
Wear some
imagination.
stockings. Wear some slips, and wear your skirt
Who
below
who
your
owns
knee.
a slip today?
I do.
I do.
But only
got a
because
shaper.
I don't want my skirts rising and dresses rising and crawling up my legs.
No, that's why I wear shaper so that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So, but I think I still carry that with me, right? So I still
So it
even
was the
with-
way we was raised.
yeah.
No, nobody
mama
under
dressed like a
30 has a
human.
slip, though. I can guarantee that.
I am under 30, and I have a
Ma'am.
Who's laughing?
Man,
Okay.
Everybody.
Somebody's snorted up in here.
My mama kind of dressed like a hoochie mama in her heyday. So she especially when I had lost weight, my mom, like all my hoochie mama clothes, the short tight dresses, gifted from her.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, mama.
I think my mama was a city girl, low key, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
That's funny.
Don't do your mama
That's
like
funny.
that. Don't you even do your mama like that.
That's
Hey,
funny.
Candy had her days. She got a life too.
That's right.
That's your mama name, Candy?
That's her nickname.
Shout out to Candy for
Hey,
giving her
Candy
baby.
girl.
So listen, I do choose some of the things that I am wearing. One, because I like the way it feels when I'm in it, and two, because I like to show off a little something every now and again. And some of those things that I like to show off are my body art.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Right? So on today's show, we are talking about body modification, tattoos, piercings, and beyond. And so I think that we should talk a little bit about some of the tattoos and things that we have, ladies. Are y'all ready to share?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. No? So hold that thought, though, ladies, because next we're going to have our peek from last week with Toy Toy.
So listen, y'all. Morant, he got caught slipping again. I know previously he got caught. He had a gun issue in Denver with the Scripples. And they still mad at him saying he ain't giving an apology, which he probably never will. And then he had some, reported issues where, he had some type of issue with a teenager saying he was defending himself. And now recently he is caught again slipping. One of his homies got him on live holding a gun. Now, if y'all don't know who Morant is. That was a verbal typo. But he is a NBA All-Star for the Grizzlies. And, he has a bright future ahead of him, but if he keeps getting caught slipping, then he may not. He is recently suspended from all NBA activities for I don't know how long, but a lot of people are having a lot of opinions on it, saying that, one, he didn't do anything illegal. He is on Instagram with a gun in his hand, a gun that is registered to him. But the thing is, a lot of people are also saying that due to the fact that he is an NBA All-Star, or an NBA, even if that's not the correct term, he's an NBA player. And when you make a certain amount of money and you're in a particular type of spotlight, you have to move different. He did give an apology and states that he does want to do better and plans on doing so. So, best wishes to him on that. Put your gun up, okay?
I think we all got our right to carry and everything.
Yeah.
But like in the society that we live in right now, when we were just talking about role models and everything, like he is in the public eye. People are
Exactly.
looking at him. This is the second time you've made this mistake or error or whatever. Like,
With the
where your people at that's trying to
The
put
thing
you in
is,
check?
it was his, and that's another player did state that his people need to be the one held accountable as well and check him. It was actually his people's live that he was on. And when he did see he had the blicky in his hand, he put it up to his shirt. And, he tried to cover it, but it was too late. We already seen it.
But why your people got you on live though? Like you,
They was having turned
Y'all
up in
ain't
the car,
got
they
my best
young.
interest.
23, turned up in the car. Y'all know how it is.
But
like,
what they bring, what bag they bring into the cake?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
So you have
saying?
to
like
be-
y'all here because I'm here.
exactly.
better.
And that's when you got to worry about the company you keep
Do better.
because it's
Speaking
important when
of
you
doing
ballin'.
better, we do have to actually watch out for NYC. Okay, they going under, y'all.
Oh.
NYC is going under. According to geologists, when I first seen that word, I saw gynecologist, but it's geologists. But NYC is sinking under the weight of 1.7 trillion pounds due to the buildings that are in NYC, okay? They said that it's dropping closer to the 1 to 2 milliliters per year, which is devastating. And it has nothing to do with the weight of the people. It's all the weight of the buildings that are
concrete
there.
in the jungle.
The concrete jungle. Yeah, that's something that we definitely have to pay closer attention to and keep that in mind when you're looking to relocate. Speaking,
I was just gonna say, because New York City is an island, right?
yeah.
So it's surrounded by water, and then you have so many people concentrated in that space.
Yes.
But didn't they say California was gonna dip off into the ocean
they said
too?
that too.
Yeah.
So now it's New York too.
As well.
And California.
Yeah.
And New York all the way up on the east.
And they got all them underground tunnels there and all of that too.
And that
Railroad.
always scared me about the tunnels. Like, what if it busts wide open? Like, I don't want to deal with that. But speaking of,
It's a lot of hollowness in the
yeah,
island.
yeah.
It's the terminology.
Bust wide open. The New York City about to bust wide open.
Speaking of busted wide open, Kareisha, your girl Young Miami, she is encouraging everyone to act up this summer. She has came out with the Act Up Starter Kit, which one includes having a good meal before you turn up.
Okay.
2, making sure you get bottles, have your shots and have your water, because you got to stay hydrated, ladies. And get a driver, okay? Have a DD. Or if your
good.
DD is irresponsible like me, call Lyft, okay? And last but not least, live your best life. So in conclusion with that, Kareisha just recently had an interview with Jason Lee. And she was asked if her daughter, Summer, if she wanted her to be a hot girl. And her answer was absolutely not. She doesn't want Summer to be a hot girl. She wants Summer to be educated and live a different type of lifestyle due to the way that Kareisha herself, was raised. She says that she doesn't want her daughter to experience even an ounce of that. She's getting a little bit of backlash due to that, saying that how can you influence something that you're living but want your daughter to live differently? My opinion on that is watch your kids, okay? Now ain't none of Kareisha business. But what she is saying, though, in conclusion with Kareisha and, the whole hot girl summer, everything, Lyft then jumped on the bandwagon, y'all, okay? Lyft is saying that they want you to act bad as well. And for the first 400 people who send act bad as a text can get $10 off their Lyft drive. So they are definitely encouraging the hot girl summer. And I encourage anybody to jump in that Lyft if you don't want to be stuck where you at. Okay?
That's right.
But share that ride, though.
Share the ride.
Share that
Definitely
ride.
share the ride. And last but not least, we got Tiffany Haddish. She had the She's Ready Gala, which included a whole bunch of celebrity stars ranging from Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, Jimmy Kimmel, and more. Now, with this, we know recently Tiffany Haddish was canceled. She's officially a cancel survivor. So shout out to her.
Go tell.
Shout out to my girl Tiffany
That's
Haddish,
right.
comedian. She had auctions, she had giveaways, and raised over $200K. The She's Ready Gala is a part of the She's Ready organization that helps actually raise money for foster children. So shout out to Tiffany Haddish and all her greatness.
Like that.
Go tell.
That's beautiful.
And that's your peek from last week.
All right, thanks, Toy, for that peek from last week. I really do like the fact that Kareisha is being responsible
Yes.
and telling all of us to be responsible.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's get into our first topic of the day, ladies. Let's talk about body art. Whether it's, ink or a piercing or who knows what. So, do any of you, how many of us up here have tattoos?
Bingo.
All of us. Okay, great. Do you have one that you regret?
No.
Not one?
Well,
No.
Huh?
I never. I
I'm
never.
coming back to that one over there.
Okay.
You first.
Well, mine it's not bad, but I'll just never let anyone. I learned never to let anybody freehand tattoo me.
Yeah.
I got this nice little heart on my sleeve, and it kind of looks like a birthmark.
Let me see.
And I keep saying I'm gonna get it fixed.
Okay.
And still a heart. Yeah, it's still a heart. It looks like a 3-year-old drew it.
Please don't let that artist be watching right now.
And if he is, I don't care. He did this one and it's great. But just everybody can freehand, and that's cool.
Okay, so which one do you have that you regret?
I'm not gonna say.
You got somebody's name?
I'm not gonna say that I regret it,
Okay.
but I did cover it up.
Oh.
It's one of those things where it's in a place that is only appropriate for the person that you are dealing with, and I felt like that particular name had to go. Just to be
Okay.
respectful.
That's fair.
Let's keep it a tad bit tasteful, just a little bit, just a little bit.
So I regret this kitchen tattoo that I have on my foot. And
It was done in the kitchen.
It was.
Okay.
So my cousins had a tattoo artist friend, and all of them were at one of our houses one night, and they all got the stars on their feet and everything, and I was absent for this particular tattoo party. So they threw another one. And so my cousin was like, I'm going to pay. You go ahead and get that. So we got these stars. Like, all of us have them on our feet. And the sentiment of it is amazing. Like, I love that.
Right.
But the tattoo is just not cute. And so I did somewhat of a cover-up, but I paid way more than what I paid kitchen tattoo prices to get it covered up. And now I got this monstrosity of a tattoo on my foot. And my husband was like, why did you do that to yourself? I'm like, I don't know. but I do regret like all of that activity on my foot, because now, we were talking about slips and stockings and things like that and dress shoes, and I don't wear stockings all the time. And so my foot is out. Yeah. And so I find myself sometimes like crossing my legs differently, or,
To cover it.
yes, standing differently to hide it. Well, whoever's watching the show now, if you look down at my feet, you're going to see it. But I just think that I could have put the stars in a more discreet place.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many tattoos do y'all have? Can you count how many you have?
boy.
Technically
two.
7.
2,
technically.
7, too many to count.
No,
Oh, okay.
I have.
I feel like you got the most.
I do. I have 16, but if you break down my arm, it'll be more. The sleeve, the partial
Yeah.
sleeve. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I feel like we should have pictures of our arts.
I still have to. I've started my tattoo process, but it almost killed me, so I had to stop.
Oh, what do you mean? How so?
Because I did too much at one time.
Ooh.
How long did you sit? For
9
too much?
hours.
That's a
9
really long
hours.
time.
Yeah,
Girl.
and,
No
and for not having I had already a tattoo before, but I did it like 20 years ago.
Would you get
So-
a damn mural or something?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
that?
I did. I was covering up scars.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I had a scar from where I had been ran over like many years ago when I was a teenager, and I hated it. So a lot of people will be like, "Hey, just show it. It's nothing. It's just like a little burn, on your stomach." So I'm like, "No, I want to cover it up." So I wanted to cover it up, and I put my spirit animal on there and got flowers all around it. And that is the owl, yes. And so unfortunately, I got so much ink at that one time that my body started to reject it and started to spit the ink out. Like I had to go to the doctor, I had to take antibiotics, and I really want to finish the piece because I'm only halfway done.
Right.
But I've been scared. It's been a year now, so I'm ready to go back.
Wait, you only got this a year ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because my other tattoos I got like 20-something years ago. So here it is, 20-something years later, I'm ready to get the tattoo again. And,
But
you know, I just did too much at one time.
They have topicals now that can assist with taking some of the pain out of it because when you
They
work
did. That
over
was
scar
the
tissue-
problem. That was the problem. I didn't feel the pain. So I didn't feel the pain until
you
the next
eat?
day. Huh?
Did you eat? Did you take a break? Eat? Have water? Something?
No, I sat there like a trooper, man. I sat there like a
That's
trooper.
not being a trooper.
I said,
can't
but no,
even
don't
go.
worry. I'll take breaks now. Like I know when I get ready to finish, I'm gonna do like an hour or two at a time.
Yes.
Instead of sitting for 9 hours. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm gonna do an hour or two at a time. And everybody's body is different.
And you can break it down
And the
in
thing, I
sessions.
had been detoxing. I had been working out. I had been, cleansing my body.
Your body was
And
like, hold
so
on.
I did too much at one time at that time.
Okay.
So it was a lesson though.
It was the ink
But
probably.
I'm not done. I'm going back for more.
Yeah, maybe next time when you go
eventually
back, just be
more.
like, all right, we're gonna do this much today, and then I'll be back in a week.
Yeah, or 2 weeks, or in a month, or something
You
like
have to have
that.
recovery time between getting your tattoos,
Yeah.
depending on if you're blending them together or not.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that typically?
3 weeks to a month.
Oh, okay. So you
Give
would
you-
need to wait 3 weeks to a month.
See,
before
I
you
didn't want to
go
do
back.
that. I wanted it
She
all
just
at
wanted
one
to get it
time.
done.
I wanted to
Instant
change my life.
gratification.
I wanted
Yeah.
instant gratification.
Have y'all
Sent me to the
ever
ER.
had an issue with color on tattoo? Like I had an allergic reaction from
That's
this
exactly
tattoo
it.
actually. The green ink my body did not agree with. So now I'm scared to get colored tattoos because it wept up so bad on me. I said, oh my God, he had a dirty needle. I got hepatitis and syphilitis. Like I was scared. I was so scared.
She making up diseases.
I'm making up stuff.
Add that to
was
the Every
same
Woman
thing.
Dictionary.
It was the turquoise ink and the yellow ink
And
that
then
got
people
me.
tend to have
never
allergic
had it.
reactions from the red and the greens. And
okay.
I've never had it.
So,
Oh yeah, this went 3D for a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it was.
So how long does it take for you to stop staring at your body art though? Like
Never.
Do you
I don't.
you stare at it every day, or you don't stare at it at all?
No, I do. And then depending on what I'm wearing, I want to accentuate those
Exactly.
tattoos and show
Yeah.
them off particular ones. So I pick out clothes and I'm looking in the mirror every time I'm checking myself all the time because I think I'm fly.
That's right.
All the time. Well, thank you.
I was thinking about getting a new tattoo.
Okay.
Like,
We should go together.
but it's gonna be on
Let's make it a field
my
trip.
hip, like covering.
Okay.
I don't know why I
I got
want
one
one there.
there.
I just feel like it's sexy and
It is.
When you
I don't
wear your
know-
little
with your
booty
shorts.
shorts.
Yes.
But don't nobody ever have to see it. It's just for me, so it would have to be something significant to me.
Yeah.
Tim,
Yeah.
I'm fast. Like when I got my hip tattoo, I purposely wore shorter shorts, and then they'll just see the bottom of the tattoo. It'll be some guy, I like that tattoo. You don't even see it, but
You see the glimpse. That's all it takes.
Some of us work in, corporate America, professional settings and things like that. Do you think that the employers, let's just say employers in general, have a higher tolerance for tattoos and piercings and things now? Have we transitioned into that phase, into that generation?
I think they're more laxed now in that industry because, excuse me, because I've seen, like I've walked into businesses and I've seen people with like piercings and they're just in there, and I think since the pandemic, everybody has gotten just really, really laxed about
that's just like come here and work,
Everything.
please.
because nobody want to work. So they just like, come on in. We don't care. You qualified? Great. Come on, let's go.
I have noticed, because I was thinking about getting one, a nose piercing.
Yeah, me too.
I have noticed more white women in corporate America with nose piercings.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm
When
like,
They like them.
When I did have to work in an office, I told the office staff that my nose piercing was for religious purposes.
Okay.
To get away with it, and it's like how I want you to tell me to prove it. Like I want you to.
Okay.
And then when I used to have my labrae done. Like that's the one that they was like, okay, you got to take that out. So I put a retainer in.
what's
But
a retainer?
retainer is just basically to keep the piercing there, but you can't see it and it's clear.
Yeah.
Is it in there now?
No, it's just the hole there now.
Is the hole still open?
Kinda.
Okay, because I remember when I met you, you had the thing there.
I lost it and then just never put it back in for multiple reasons. My gums started receding.
Oh, okay.
I had a tongue ring and a lip ring and a labret, and it started. I noticed my gums start receding, and the orthodontist was like, "Do you want to keep your teeth?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I like them." So yeah, you know.
So the piercing was causing your
Gums to recede. Yeah,
okay.
like it's this one particular tooth, my front left tooth, the gums are receded a little more than the right side because of the
that's
rubbing from the
interesting.
piercing. And I would highly suggest if you do something like that, get a plastic piercing versus the whatever.
Metal?
Yeah,
What did you have? You had metal?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So now that you don't keep anything in there, do you find yourself drooling more? Like you missing?
No, okay. So I will say,
It's coming out the hole.
when I had a tongue ring, I never bit my tongue.
So how did that feel when you got your tongue pierced? Like how did that
Wait, she
feel?
answered my question.
I've
No, I
had
don't drool
7
more.
piercings.
In your tongue?
You drew the same amount of drool?
Yeah, it's about the same amount of drool. Yeah.
We're gonna get back to you in one section.
Okay. You said what now?
I wanted to know how it felt.
The tongue
It
ring?
didn't hurt, to be honest. That was my very first piercing outside of my. I used to have my whole ear covered, but that was my first body piercing per se.
Your tongue?
Yeah, and I got that in college, and I just happened to be in theater when I was in college, and I had a monologue I had to do that same day. Couldn't say anything with a T or a S. It was fun. I swallowed my gauge.
Oh.
I never did that.
Yeah, I was being greedy, eating some chicken. The ball let loose, and I swallowed the gauge, not knowing it, and the ball just fell out my mouth. And I'm like, and I called the tattoo guy, and I'm like, "Am I gonna die?" He said, "Only if it parallel parks somewhere." And I'm like,
Oh Lord,
The jokes. It's the jokes.
"Yeah."
So
ma'am.
yes, I had 7 body piercings in total.
I can guess where they all are too.
I got rid of quite a few of them. Pretty much all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
only had 5.
So did you?
painful.
Can I ask you? Did you do them for? What's the word I'm trying to
Pleasure?
say? Yes, for increased pleasure doing sexual activity or for
Man,
other
it
reasons.
get deep on the Every Woman show.
That's
don't
right.
it?
I mean, isn't that the reason why a number of people? Because we're
Yeah,
gonna get to
some of
something in
them.
a
Okay,
minute, but
so
isn't that why people do
One
piercings?
of them were because I could actually sit up and cross my legs and pleasure myself. I didn't need any assistance.
Oh, you got the triangle.
Well,
I mean, get it how you live.
Cross
Get it how
your
you-
legs and pleasure. Okay. I had to go through that.
think about
Go
that.
ahead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If you knew Lovely during that time in her life, who knows, that might still be
We
there.
want stories.
She presses her legs and be like,
now people gonna be looking at me when I cross my legs, and they're gonna be wondering
We
what's
want
going on.
stories.
If her legs is
They're not
crossed
gonna
and her
wonder, they gonna
eyes is
know.
crossed,
No,
so
Yeah.
something is happening.
Now, see, so okay, so talk painful ones. The nipples were the worst. That was
Really?
like let me tell you something. When I had those done, it was like taking a small needle, which you use when you're threading a needle to get ready to sew clothes. It was like that, pushing it through a thick leather belt. I could hear the pop when they went through. And when I tell you, my nipples were on fire.
Ooh, really?
Fire on the ride home. Fire.
Ooh, okay.
See, mine did not bother me at all.
You got nipple piercings
Yes.
too?
I took them out, but when I got mine done, I was actually on the way to our special guest's birthday party, and I just stopped by the tattoo place, and I was like, "Yeah, pierce my nipples," and got them done, and then I think I didn't feel any pain from one. I've heard that, some, depending on the size, it may hurt more or less. I never felt like I had much feeling in my breast area.
okay.
I was one of those people, so it didn't hurt much to me. And then after that, I drank a whole bottle of Jose Cuervo. Like I didn't
you
feel
was feeling no pain anyway.
Right. After that, I was good. I went to the birthday party like, "Hey, y'all!" That was good.
No, that was not me on the
So
ride home.
yours was just more spontaneous, more so than it was a decision for
Yes.
arousal.
Yeah,
pleasure.
I just wanted to I had lost a lot of weight, and I wanted to put some decoration on them things. Like, so I had upside down Christmas trees. It was
I was
nice.
about to say it's Christmas tree.
Yes.
Now, I did have a tongue piercing for at least 5 minutes.
I had that too.
More like maybe a month. I didn't get a chance. I was really excited to use it for those purposes that it was for. And because I have a really long
I don't know
tongue,
what you mean, Okila.
well,
No.
well, the thing is I had
What
a
is the
long
proper
tongue,
terminology for that?
and a friend of mine, I was in the Greenfield Plaza. We're talking 20 years ago, right? So she did tattoos, and she was like, I had this long tongue, and I used to always blah, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you should get your tongue pierced. So she's like, I'll do it for free. So she did it for free, and she gave me this tongue ring that had like 3 rings on it, and each ring had a ball. And so it was really exciting. But the problem was
it on the tip? I get it.
it was like in the middle, because I have a long
Usually in the
tongue.
middle, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, and so the thing
How far you
is,
can stick
can't
your
do it
tongue
on the
out your
tip.
mouth?
I can stick my tongue all the way down to
Yeah,
under
I
my
can
chin.
too, but that's a whole nother
Yeah,
story.
I can do it now because I don't want to mess up my lipstick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the problem was, it attracted so much attention.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And
yes.
I was doing a multi-level marketing thing at the time. And, you know, we were dressing in suits and stuff and going to the thing. And I'm trying to be conservative. But every time I spoke, I could see those people in those suits looking at me like in my mouth. And
And they were not paying attention to your words.
They were not. And I drew so much attention from people I wasn't trying to draw it from.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, they would be coming like, I seen that tongue ring in your
you got that
you know, and so
tongue ring
people was
for?
asking me about it. And then my daughter, and at the time she was about 12, and she was like, I can't wait till I get older and I want a tongue ring just
Oh,
like
was
you.
that the moment?
And that was the moment I said, I can't do this because she does not need to know how wretched her mommy really is. And so I took it out and became a role model.
So let me propose a scenario to you, ladies.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All my
ma'am.
heterosexual ladies on the panel, like we all like penis.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice.
So let's say that it's your first time having sex with someone that you know have chosen to be intimate with,
Okay.
and he pulls his pants down, and then he pulls his underoos down.
Under rules?
Come on there, Superman.
Okay, his drawers,
You got Superman.
Get on
on.
ethicals.
the BSDs, he be splurged.
Okay.
Well, he pulls it all down, and he ready to go, and his Prince Albert staring you in the face. How do you react?
Well, first of all, I had to ask what a Prince Albert was because I didn't know what it was. But now that I know, I don't know. Because where would it be?
Be like, ooh,
where would it
I think somebody needs to first let everybody know what the Prince Albert is in case our audience does not know what
go
it
ahead.
is.
Educate the people.
So, a Prince Albert is when a man has his penis area pierced.
Oh,
Is at the tip.
see, I didn't even know
Through the
that.
tip.
I would be
I didn't
worried
even
it's
know
gonna
And
get
he
caught.
does it for personal pleasure. So that's my thing. I'm scared because I'm already very protective of my vagina.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't
Vagina.
like vagina. And I don't like very odd things going in there, especially if I feel like they might cut me.
Not even a deal.
I mean,
Can a condom go over that? Now, can he put
It
a condom on that?
It can, but,
But it
could
can
erupt.
break it. That would be my only concern. Like if we are using condoms, especially just somebody having sex for the first time with, 9 times out of 10, y'all probably using condom unless you a raw dogger. But anyway,
And even if you're a raw dogger, like I'm scared it's gonna come
Yeah,
out.
I
It's
was
not-
a
I
police
was eye
I would
on
be
that
more
thing.
concerned.
Okay, I'm
My
just
main
saying.
concern is with condom usage is that it possibly breaking the condom. But at the same time, it's like the piercing like has a round ball on it. So what can it really scrape? Like it really can't.
But you said you
Outrage.
swallowed your thing.
I swallowed
What
the
if-
gauge.
Yes, but what if the round ball thing come off in me?
I'm
scared.
okay if the round ball come. It's a little ball. It's gonna come out. A baby could come out. A ball could come out.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Now if the gauge scrape you, now you
Now-
gonna feel that gauge before I do.
For me,
So-
it depends on the size of the penis. Because if it's too big, I'm concerned it's going to get stuck somewhere, either in the throat or in the vagina.
Okay.
It's going to get stuck.
Scared
And
it's
I'm,
gonna
not,
get stuck.
I'm nervous.
We'd have to clean that
Can I ask
thing
this
off.
question, and y'all don't have to
Okay.
answer if y'all don't want to. Has anybody ever had sex with someone who's had a piercing?
No.
No. I know a guy who has one.
We taking applications. I'm just kidding.
No application. I just wondered what it felt like. if
I
you
know
did.
a guy who has one, and I'm so curious. Like, I just want to see it. Like, but I want to ask him, can I see it? Because we ain't even on that level. And yeah.
I want to see it.
I'm gonna have to
I
Google
wanna
If
see
they
it.
got
I'm
it,
gonna
I
Google
show
it.
it.
I'm just curious. I tried to
never
Google
know.
it and I couldn't
You
find
can
it.
find out?
Well, look it up
You
on
gotta go on Pornhub.
Yeah, you gotta go
Oh,
see
see,
it.
I'm not putting that on my phone.
You don't want to join IP?
Can I borrow yours?
Sure.
Okay.
And make sure you show me when you pull it up.
Listen, I forgot to give
wanna
the
see
mature audience warning before we started this segment. But
Yeah.
listen, I need y'all to stick with us for a minute. We're coming back with a special guest, and we're going to talk about cosmetic versus medically necessary surgery. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, has this been your podcast studio experience? Has the location been less than favorable?
I can't do this.
Come to Every Media, where quality matters, located in Royal Oak, Michigan. Visit every.media.
Welcome back to the Every
That's
Woman Show.
EVRY.media.
And we are back. And joining us now is our special guest, Miss Nyema King, who is about to let us get all up in her business. Thank you for joining us on the Every Woman
Yes.
Show, and welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, for those of us who don't know, tell us who you are and, why we invited you for this segment that we're talking about cosmetic versus medically necessary surgeries.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start with my name. My government name is Nyema King. I did what I did because I'm grown and I wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know? So I started a weight loss journey in November of 2019. I have always been a heavy set woman. I was very comfortable with it, and I've been a bad bitch all my life. So the weight never discouraged any type of, I never had no type of insecurity, rather say that. I wore things appropriate for my body. I didn't do the, some of the big girls be out here, they be all this out. Yeah, I was cute.
Kept
So,
it cute.
yeah, I kept it cute and simple, but sexy.
Right,
you know?
right.
I decided my journey because it was time. I was 40 years old. I couldn't keep carrying that weight. At that time, I was about 350 pounds. Still cute, carrying it, very well. Health. My health was more important. I had a baby at 41.
Really?
I have
Your first?
my last.
Okay.
Girl, that
I have
thing is
four-
still
I have
thinking.
four.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, it's time to go to the doctor, get off these pills. At 40 years old, let's do what you got to do. Get your tubes tied. Go to the doctor, I was pregnant. Hadn't even missed no menstrual, so okay, cool. We're going to have a baby. I got 2 grandkids. That's older than him, but cool, we did it. Okay, boom, baby came. Let's lose this weight. Started my journey. I decided to get a weight loss, a sleeve, a gastric bypass sleeve. I did that November 11th, 2019.
What did you name
And that
it?
is when I actually did not name my
You
sleeve.
didn't? Most people
I
usually
didn't know
name
people
them.
were doing that until just recently. I heard that. So I still haven't came up with a name. I said I got to find something cute. So I lost. I started my journey. It was wintertime and it was COVID. So it was pretty simple to work out in the basement, and that's where I lost majority of my weight.
Okay, so you started your weight loss journey by getting a sleeve, working out. But
Actually, I started in September trying to change my diet, get a little exercise, because nothing cold turkey is fun for me.
At all.
Ever. Like, it makes me moody, and I got kids, and I don't want to beat the kids
I
up
agree.
because I'm having a bad day and can't deal with life.
Right.
So, yeah, I took a step back. Okay, as long as you got a few months, let's start here, get your life in order. So I did that.
Okay.
Things were going well. Like, the weight was falling off, especially after I got the procedure.
Okay,
So
so
it-
start talking to us a little bit about what procedures have you had done now?
Okay.
So you've shared the
Yep.
sleeve.
I waited about a year and a half, lost all the weight where it was just basically skin. My first procedure was a tummy tuck.
Okay.
So Dr. Ruthie McCrary, she was like, you got to do this, that, and the third in order to look like this because I took a picture. This is what I want to look like. Okay, well, this is what you got to do. It was very expensive. $12,000
For a
close
tummy
to it.
tuck?
I got a 360 lipo, and I got a reconstruction of my stomach muscle because we had babies and they knocked that all out, and I wanted my stomach very, very flat as if I hadn't had a baby.
Okay.
And she did that, like she did that.
How did you find her?
Google. I started
Really?
Googling my doctors, reading. reviews. I wanted a doctor that didn't have the social media like Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Miami. It's a few of them that I follow. I didn't want that, so I chose her.
So,
And I think that was the best decision.
like, how did you go about finding out like that she was qualified though? Were you looking at reviews?
Well,
or
once
you
you
were just...
Google, everything will come up.
Gotcha.
The reviews, pictures, blah, 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 blah. It was still COVID, so it was still like kind of a downtime. This lady came to my house, counseled me on my couch.
Wow.
Once I had my surgery, I mean, she was so on point pulling up at my house. Dr. Bett checking on me, calling me. I mean, this lady is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? So I was supposed to have a whole mommy makeovers. I was supposed to get the tummy, the arms, the thighs, the breast. So I did my next procedure after I did about 3 weeks of recovery with the stomach, which was I was shocked how easy it was. I did my arms. So I had like about 17 pounds of skin hanging from my arms. You can't tell because I tattooed everything.
Oh, that's why you got those tattoos under there. Okay.
They're beautiful,
So I
too.
tattooed everything. About 6-7 months later, I lifted my breast.
Okay.
And then I tattooed the scars up under that. The tattoos kind of give me a little bit more of security. Like, I feel more confident. I feel like I'm sexier because I'm a model. And I do a lot of this and,
And you don't want
the
those scars.
they make me really insecure opposed to the weight. So I did what I had to do to make myself comfortable and to deal with what I had to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So you mentioned that you are a model. So have you always been a model?
No, this changed my life.
Okay.
I feel like a new person. Like, God gave me a totally different life.
So how much weight in total have you lost so far from when you first started your weight loss journey? To now?
I'm down about 170 pounds.
That's awesome.
Yep. I'm still trying to get to my goal. I think my body is comfortable, but I'm not comfortable.
What makes you feel uncomfortable?
My thighs are just huge.
Okay.
Like, my waist is a 31 and my hips are a 52. So imagine going to try to buy some jeans. I can't. So I got to get a lot of them made if I want them to fit right, or I got to just wear belts. And, belts be just too tight around my little waist. So
I always wonder what women with, larger
It's
thighs in
horrible.
their waist, how did they go about
Yeah.
getting
Lots
pants
of
that
belts.
fit?
lots
of
of
belts.
belts.
Yeah.
But you said custom, though. You get some
I
custom
get some
clothing.
jeans custom, yep. I mean, because I don't have no choice when I want the right jean. Or Akira. Akira kind of do me right, but my sizes be like
Yeah.
12 to
Love that
15. You know what I mean?
You can't get hung
You
up on
haven't,
that. You can't get hung
what's
up
the
on
other
that.
store? They say they fit everybody. Swank. You ever tried?
Swank. I don't really like Swank because they run kind of small.
Okay.
I don't really like Swank. But I'll go get those JoJo jeans.
I love. I got some on
And
right
I be
now.
looking like I got
So you say JoJo jeans? I'm like,
Yes, they have
Yeah,
stretch
yeah,
in them. They have stretch in
Hella
them.
stretch.
It's like two girls in one pair of jeans on their new advertisement now. They like
Booty
they
be looking
stretch.
Oh, get me some of those.
Okay. So this doctor was local. I'm assuming, right?
She's here.
Why do you think, though, as opposed to being local, that people go to other countries to get these type of surgeries done?
I think they're chasing the save the dollar, and they're not thinking properly, because when you go over there and you do those surgeries and you got to come home and then something go bad,
Yeah.
they don't want to work on you over here. You got to go to like emergency, and then they not
They don't
plastic,
know.
So
Yeah.
you just be like, you messed up.
Was
Or
that
you
something
gotta-
that you
Right, 'cause who gonna
considered
do your
before
healthcare?
you chose your
I
doctor?
never considered going over there. I've always wanted to be here simply because of my age. And when I talked to Dr. Ruthie, it made sense to me,
Okay.
because I wanted to do the fat transfer, and she like, you don't need that.
Yeah, we talked about that before. How it's sliding.
She
to
kind
other
of like
places.
walked me through everything that I needed. She's an older woman. She's like 50 something.
Okay.
Probably closer to 60, but she did the same things too. So
Oh, she did. She did work as well. Okay.
yeah. I kind of let her guide me because I trusted her. I felt safe with her, and I felt like she was helping me make the right decision.
So all in, how many procedures have you had?
The 3 on my stomach, the skin removal of my arms, and then the breast lift, and then I stopped at my thighs when I should have kept going.
So why 3 on your stomach though? Why was
The
what?
360 lipo,
Okay.
the reconstruction of the stomach muscle, and then the tummy tuck.
Did they do that all at once? or
All
you-
at once.
Okay.
Took about 7 hours.
So why'd you stop at your thighs? Why didn't you keep going?
I just got tired of laying down for weeks and weeks. I got busy.
Do you work?
I work. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business.
What's
I have
your
a tax
business?
business, and then I have a catering service.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
she
a
cook
full-time
good, y'all.
mom. Ooh.
How many children do you
I
have?
have 4.
Okay.
I have 4 kids.
Okay.
My oldest one is deceased. I lost him in 2015.
Okay.
Actually, Quan Day is coming up May the 24th. We usually do a nice little something, but I thought this year I'm going to do something different and just kind of be alone. I was supposed to actually been in a fashion show, but it was rescheduled to the 28th, so instead of Wednesday, it's Sunday.
So tell us a little bit about that journey, that transition into modeling and fashion and a reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a reality show. It's called Sex, Lies, and Business, and it's actually getting ready to air the end of the summer. And we starting season 2 in June. So I was nervous at first because they found me on TikTok. So I'm like, this could be a creep. You know, I kind of went viral. So I felt like my life was spiraling out of control because people were like stalking me and saying they were going to come to my house. So I had to I'm actually looking to move soon. So
That's the scary.
cameras
That's the
everywhere.
scary side.
It was very
That's the scary
scary.
side about being,
the spotlight.
popular in the spotlight, going viral, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's very scary because people are infatuated with me. I call it infatuated because it's no way in hell
It's
you
an
possibly loving
unrealistic,
it. You know,
yeah.
it's very, it's just scary. So
Since you've done things, do you find that people are more like supportive, or are they more like criticizing? Or...
most people criticize. Most people sit back and talk about me. I've lost a lot of friends. Cool, they weren't friends in the beginning.
Right.
I lost a lot of people. You know, I felt like it was time for me to leave that life. And I'm not mad at nobody. You know, I can say I don't have enemies. You know what I mean? With this, if you feel you're my enemy, then that's something that you have to deal with. I have not done anything to nobody but lose some weight.
Why do you think you've lost friends over these decisions that you've made to improve what you feel is, best for your life?
Because I don't have the same support. People don't support the things that I do.
Okay.
Like they used to do when I was the big girl and everybody was around me. I gave more back then too. You know what I mean? So I felt like, let me cut this and see if people really want to mess with me for me.
Well, one of the things that you said before you started was like, I've always been who I am.
Yeah.
Like I've always been a bad bitch.
It's like,
So your attitude and your outlook on life has not your position hasn't changed. Your principles, your values, who you are at the core hasn't changed. Just what you look like externally has changed, and maybe that has intimidated.
Maybe.
Because now you're the
Jealousy.
sexy.
Yeah.
Now you're not the big girl over
Yeah.
in the corner. Now
Exactly.
you the sexy friend.
I
the
feel
thing
like I'm the same person.
Yeah, I can actually vouch for Nyema
she
because
was-
I
I've been
knew
knowing her
her
a
before
long
the weight
time.
loss, and she has honestly always been the same person and could still cook her ass off. But I think a part of the problem is because I also went through and had the bariatric surgery done, and sometimes people aren't used to you getting the attention that they feel they should be getting, and sometimes people have an underlying jealousy, and it's not you, it's the problem within themselves.
Right.
And unfortunately, you lose mates, you lose friends, and some even family members. Like they don't rock with you no more.
Don't.
How has your children been in this whole process? Like, have they been really supportive?
Yes. Very. My kids are so proud of me. And they're actually happy that I lost those ones that's just sitting back there dangling. They like, Mom, yes, we've been telling you this. Like, people are just using you. You know, you are a giver. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a nurturer. I'm family oriented. You know, I love my people. So I think people just took advantage of that. You know, they take advantage of me being who I am. But I can't change who I am.
So we're going to get ready to wrap up, but I want you to share with us, what are 3 questions someone should, and maybe there are less, maybe there are more, what are questions someone should ask themselves before they consider getting plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery?
Definitely make sure you have lost the proper weight. Because when you go through those, especially the tummy tucks, if you don't lose that weight and don't have that sagging skin, they're going to do whatever they're getting paid to do. So they're going to do it. You have to find you a honest doctor like Ruthie. That's why I refer her to everybody. She is honest. Yeah. If you still need to lose 12 pounds, she gonna tell you.
So have I lost enough weight? Do I have the right doctor?
Do you definitely have the right doctor? And what else?
How about, are you ready to sit down for
you got to
while?
sit down. Because maintenance.
Like, so you've had to maintain after your surgeries as well.
If you stop doing everything that you did to get where you are, guess what's going to happen?
It's going to come right back.
Right. So I still work out 4 or 5 days a week. I still eat right. That sleeve make me eat right. Because if I try to get over there to that, I'm going to be sick. I don't like that down. Like, down for like 2 days. I'm just trying to overeat some fried something in bread and a piece of cake.
And you just get sick after you eat too much of it?
You just get heavy and tired. You just want to lay down.
Yeah.
So there you done picked up 2 pounds. It don't take nothing to pick up 2 pounds.
So
my weight I'm thick as thick.
I know.
Like,
You think it's sexy. And what I will say is that, I admire your confidence, before, after, and everything. Because, I've always been somewhat of a small woman my whole life. And even as I have gotten my grown woman weight on, I say once I hit 30, I got this grown woman weight. I was a little insecure about it. And I would see women who were larger than me, and I'd be like, dang, she looks so good. Like, and she carrying way more weight to be like, she just look good. She got this confidence, and I've got pretty strong confidence, but I'm just like, it's the body image things that get into our heads. So kudos to you. Yes. So stay with us, because when we come back, we're going to play a game called Who Got the Best Bang for Their Buck. We're going to look at some pictures, some before and afters, and each of you are going to give us a number, 1 to 10 scale, of who you think got the best bang for their buck, okay? So, starting with Summer Walker. In the white, I believe that's her before. And the black is her after. She looks really good.
Give it a 9 for sure.
A 9? Okay.
I would say an
8.
That's a 10 for me.
You look
good.
It's the face for me.
Yeah,
though.
It's the face. She looks beautiful.
Yeah, she got a nose job and did a little something to the lipper, possibly. But it looks really good. Some contouring to the face, maybe.
Yeah. She didn't need much work, so, this is a 10 for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Cardi.
Y'all know I love me some Cardi.
That's a 10 for sure.
So, I think Cardi was always cute. She just enhanced what she already had. She just needed her teeth fixed. Like, she could have just done her teeth, and that would have been good.
Yeah.
But,
I'm going to give her an 8.
Yeah, sometimes I'm going to go with an 8, too.
I think she just took some out of her butt, too, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, because at one point, I think her butt had she had got her butt done, and then she lost weight after the baby, and but I think Cardi looks good. She recovered from that lipo with her, because y'all remember how her stomach was one time after she had lipo. It was like a little darkened. So, yeah, Cardi looks good, though.
Yeah,
she does.
I say 10.
All right, everybody giving themselves 8.
I say 10.
10.
Yeah,
10, 9. All right. Next.
Yeah.
That's a whole 10. That's a whole 10. She a whole other person.
Wow.
It's a 10.
It's a 10 for sure.
Yeah, that's a total improvement. Wow.
Okay, girl.
10.
She looks exotic.
I mean, was she
I'ma
get
give her
some
a
thighs
9.
too? Like they put thighs in?
Yeah, I'm wondering, did she have to gain weight to get her thighs like that, or was it a thigh?
They
She might have did some fat transfer
too,
to the thighs.
It's important.
She ain't had no fat, so maybe she didn't.
It is very important for your ass to match your thighs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody get a score?
10.
Who you missing? Toy?
I said 10.
10.
Yeah, that was
I
the
mean,
beginning.
I got to give her a 10. I mean, she got the top of the line. And it's obvious.
Yeah.
Everything is seamless.
She don't even look the same.
She got it. She could afford it.
She like a kid. when she
Okay,
born.
I just seen Lil' Kim last night.
Oh, wait, she did something else?
This look like three.
I don't even recognize.
I don't.
I'm gonna say Kim came a long way because a couple years ago Kim was looking really weird. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that she looks like she looked back in the day, but she is looking better now than she did. So this transformation she got now, I would say is definitely at least a good 8, 9 compared to a couple years ago when they was really like clowning her.
She
So what's your
almost look
score?
like Tiny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she does.
I see what you're saying.
Tiny,
with
Yeah,
that.
tiny.
Yeah, Tiny from
To me-
Escape.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with a 6.
6.
Yeah, I got
don't
to
like
Yeah,
this.
I'm low on the scale too. 6.
I'm gonna say she looked better than what she
did.
did something else.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
I'm about an 8 for me.
Okay, let's say 9.
Nice body.
No, I
said a
gave her
6.
I don't
8. I
even
gave
see
her an
Kim
8
in the face.
6.
because she came a long way from that last surgery.
Yeah, it was some recovery done
Yes,
in
this
in
is
regards to
definitely
that.
some
Yeah.
recovery.
Okay, moving on. Oh, this is Nicki Minaj.
Well, her booty used to look bigger than that.
I think she got some.
Here's the thing again. I think that she was
skinny.
beautiful to begin with.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know, so these
she
are
wanted
enhanced.
She didn't
extra.
have to have it done, like, necessarily, but
None
I
of them
still
really
think she
have to have
got
it
pretty
done.
much
She got body
gained.
done.
She got her bang for her buck. I'm gonna give her a 10.
She got a bang
Yeah,
for
I'm
her,
gonna
but
give her
that's a
9.
10.
I'm gonna give her a 9.
Yeah, that's that booty.
I'm gonna give her an 8.
Yeah, I give her a 10. You know what I'm saying? She just added more butt. At first, the butt was doing something weird, and now
What
she's
you
got
say,
it on
Toy?
point.
Oh, this is Cher. Lord. How old was Cher in this first picture? Man,
Banging.
banging, right?
Yeah, that was in her heyday. Now she's 70 something.
But she still look good.
She looks
does.
good.
She does look good.
Yeah, she still look good. I'm gonna give her a 10.
Cher has earned every
That's
single
her.
dollar
Just
of
for
that.
70,
That's
her
a 10.
age.
She messing with 30-something-year-old men, so she doing all right.
Ten.
We gonna give- we
Still
gonna
got
give
that
her a 10.
snapback.
Is that
She got
a
a
royal
10.
flush of 10?
She got a real flush of the pen.
To be a 70-something.
Cher wins. Cher, you got the best bang for your buck.
Absolutely. Keep living, girl.
As voted here
Yes.
on the Every Woman Show. Well, listen, we appreciate you all for always tuning in every week and listening to us chat and have our little girl chat and talk about our little things that be going on in our heads. Come back next week where we'll have another engaging conversation here on the Every Woman Show. Till next time, peace.
Peace.
Cher look a little frumpery in these clothes, though.
She do.
Yeah.
I don't like this outfit,
killing it,
but she
damn.
killing it.
I wonder how old she was on there.
Right
That
here.
had to be before kids.
Boing, boing.
Like
Damn, her
20.
stomach.
She might have been in her 20s.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Here you go.